There are moments in royal history when one story captures the public imagination so completely that everything else seems to fade into the background. This week, all eyes turned toward Princess Catherine as reports and online discussions swirled around her inspiring determination, quiet resilience, and renewed public presence. Admirers praised her calm confidence and unwavering focus, with many celebrating what they saw as another example of her commitment to duty over drama. But just as that wave of goodwill gathered momentum, another headline emerged, one that immediately ignited debate across social media. Some royal commentators began suggesting that Meghan Markle had once again found herself accused of trying to redirect attention at precisely the wrong moment. Whether intentional or simply unfortunate timing, critics argued that the move only intensified comparisons between the Duchess of Sussex and the Princess of Wales. The internet wasted no time weighing in. Supporters of Catherine praised her understated approach, while skeptics questioned whether Meghan's latest publicity efforts had been carefully calculated. Others insisted the overlap was merely coincidence. As always with royal stories, speculation spread faster than confirmed facts. One thing, however, became impossible to ignore. Instead of shifting attention away from Catherine, the conversation seemed to do exactly the opposite. The princess's popularity appeared stronger than ever. Today, we're taking a closer look at the controversy, examining what has actually been reported, separating commentary from fact, and exploring why so many believe the attempted distraction, if there was one, may have produced the exact opposite effect. Before we continue, remember to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Do you think these timing clashes are deliberate, or are they simply the product of today's non-stop media cycle? Now, let's dive in. For years, royal watchers have observed an unmistakable pattern whenever major engagements involving senior members of the royal family dominate headlines. Every appearance, speech, charitable initiative, or milestone attracts enormous attention, creating an environment where even unrelated stories are interpreted through the lens of competition. Princess Catherine has become especially adept at letting her work speak for itself. Rather than responding to rumors or engaging in public disputes, she has consistently focused on charitable causes, early childhood development, mental health initiatives, and supporting organizations close to her heart. That reserved approach has become one of the defining features of her public image. Many commentators believe it is precisely this consistency that has strengthened public trust. When Catherine appears, the spotlight often remains fixed on the event itself rather than on personal controversy. That reputation stands in sharp contrast to the highly publicized media environment surrounding Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. Since stepping back from royal duties, the couple have continued to attract significant global attention through interviews, documentaries, podcasts, public appearances, and business ventures. While supporters argue they are simply building independent careers, critics frequently accuse them of keeping royal tensions alive through repeated public disclosures. Those differing styles have fueled endless comparisons. This latest controversy emerged after Catherine's widely discussed Three Peaks-themed challenge, and the positive coverage surrounding her resilience became a dominant topic across newspapers, television broadcasts, and online platforms. While the details varied between outlets, the overarching narrative celebrated determination, teamwork, and charitable purpose. The public response was overwhelmingly favorable. Photos circulated rapidly. Commentators praised her composure. Supporters highlighted her ability to inspire without making herself the center of attention. It was exactly the sort of positive royal coverage the palace traditionally welcomes. Then came another headline involving Meghan. Almost immediately, sections of social media began suggesting that the timing looked suspicious. Posts questioning whether attention was being diverted accumulated thousands of reactions within hours. YouTube commentators, bloggers, and tabloid columnists eagerly joined the debate, each offering their own interpretation. Some insisted it was another attempt to dominate the news cycle. Others argued there was absolutely no evidence of intentional coordination. And that's an important distinction. While numerous commentators have speculated about motives, there is no verified evidence proving that Meghan or her team deliberately scheduled publicity to overshadow Catherine. Claims about intent remain opinions rather than established facts. Nevertheless, perception often shapes public conversation. That perception became the real story. Instead of focusing exclusively on Meghan's announcement, countless online discussions immediately compared both women. Rather than evaluating each event independently, audiences framed them as competing narratives. Ironically, that comparison seemed to reinforce Catherine's popularity. Many observers remarked that while Catherine appeared focused on service and charitable work, Meghan once again found herself at the center of debate over publicity strategy. Whether fair or unfair, those comparisons spread rapidly. Royal experts also noted another interesting trend. The more headlines attempted to frame the two women against each other, the more sympathy Catherine appeared to receive. Her decision to avoid responding publicly was interpreted by supporters as evidence of discipline and professionalism. Silence, in this case, became powerful. Without issuing statements, giving interviews, or addressing speculation, Catherine allowed the discussion to move naturally toward her work instead of personal conflict. Communication specialists have long argued that restraint can sometimes be the most effective public relations strategy. Rather than competing for attention, remaining focused on long-term objectives often strengthens credibility. Several analysts suggested this principle may explain why Catherine's approval ratings have remained consistently strong despite years of intense media scrutiny. Meanwhile, critics argued that every new controversy surrounding Harry and Meghan risks reopening debates many members of the public had hoped were finally settling. Whether discussing memoirs, interviews, business projects, or media appearances, conversations often circle back to the same question. Should former working royals continue defining themselves through royal connections, or should they focus entirely on building independent identities? That debate remains deeply divisive. Supporters of the Sussexes argue they have every right to tell their story and pursue opportunities beyond the institution. Critics counter that repeated public disputes only prolong divisions while overshadowing positive initiatives. In this latest episode, those contrasting viewpoints collided once again. As hashtags trended and opinion pieces multiplied, one conclusion appeared repeatedly across countless discussions. If the goal had been to draw attention away from Catherine, many believed the opposite had happened. Instead of diminishing interest, the renewed comparisons appeared to amplify admiration for the Princess of Wales, whose calm demeanor and focus on public service continued to resonate with supporters around the world. And perhaps that's the biggest lesson from this entire saga. In today's relentless media landscape, where every headline sparks instant debate, attempts, real or perceived, to compete for attention can sometimes strengthen the very story they were thought to challenge. As the royal spotlight continues to shine on every public appearance, every charitable initiative, and every carefully timed announcement, one thing is certain. The public will continue watching closely, drawing its own conclusions, and debating every twist in the ongoing royal narrative. As always, it's worth remembering that public debates about the royal family are often fueled by a mix of verified reporting, commentary, and online speculation. While headlines may suggest rivalry, motives are rarely confirmed, and viewers should distinguish established facts from opinion. What remains clear is that Princess Catherine's emphasis on public service continues to earn widespread praise, while every move involving Meghan Markle attracts intense scrutiny and discussion. The conversation is unlikely to end anytime soon, ensuring that every royal appearance will continue to generate headlines, passionate debate, and competing interpretations. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.